Okay, so to turn off your mask, it's just you just hold Control and left click in the outer bit here, and flick to get rid of that. Now we're going to start just to smooth it off and just roughly make everything make a bit more sense. To do this, you need to add a few more subdivisions. So go to the geometry menu and turn off. Where is it? Geometry. Turn off smooth, which is this button. Subdivisions 1, and to press divide once or twice. It changes a little bit. Delete any high history if you do it. Delete, and then you press divide, and it will do it like so. We can also turn off, what's it called? Now we've done that, we'll bring it down to 1, or we can bring it up to, just to give it a bit more look of it, a bit more divisions. You can slightly see, yeah, you see how the points grabbing to some more vertex, which you can't see. So what we need to do is get rid of this wireframe, which is actually this one, I think, and it shows us the matte cap we had on earlier, and you can start to see the look of it all and everything. And now I have a feeling you just need to go around and start to shape the blade up more until it looks like how you want it to. To be honest, that looks fine for me for the moment. The next thing you want to do is using the move brush, smooth out the curves with your increased resolution. Do this in front of the front view, with Z axis on. This is all what I've done, just reading through my notes. Now you want to turn on the smooth and divide a couple of times in the geometry section, so that you can then you'll lose some sharpness, but you'll be able to get in some more sculpting and lift out areas that you want to lift out. After that, we'll go back to our highest resolution. We'll lose some of this blade detail when if we smooth for a few times, like 3 times. If we add 3 divisions, 4 divisions, this is going to lose its sharpness. So we'll get it back though by using the trim dynamic brush, which is the hotkeys BTD. We'll turn down the Z intensity to about 10 and stroke along the edge to increase the crisp surface. So we'll subdivide, say, 5 times. I want to see this subdivision, so I've done it wrong. Highest level, we're in the highest, lower res, highest res. I think we are. Yeah, it's got subdivisions there. It's got what we want. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot more typology there than is what's actually being displayed. And I can't remember. I'm sure it's to do with unify or make unified skin. Is that right? No. Who knows? That should be fine for now. Low res, divide, edge loop. So I wonder why it's not showing it as it should do. Well, let's try to get sharper though anyway. So turn the Z intensity down to about 10. Turn your brush up to a lot more, and then maybe a lot more. No, that's too much. About there, say. And then let me just check. I know if you hold shift and then move around, it does. Yeah, I can see what it's doing. That's good. I like that. Yeah, so now you just need to start working on this. So start working on normal red with nothing else. If you hold shift, it goes into invert, I think. Red like this pulls out. Also it'll do other stuff. So if you hold this, it should push it in both sides. And it's just testing it to see what it's like. Control to move it around, and then slowly control shift again to keep it centered. Just drag out the blade a bit more. to make it make more sense. I like this kink here. I don't really want to change that. I really like all of it. Really, it's making good sense. Other than that, I'd like it to display a higher resolution, and I can't quite work out why it's not doing that. It's starting to highly annoy me. I'm sure it's to do with. I'm not too sure why it's not doing it. It should just. It's got a much higher resolution there. You can even see it. I wonder why it's been so annoying. Let's bring it around. I guess what we can do is I could maybe make that blade thinner, but it'd probably make sense for something made out of stone. I just get that feeling. But anyway, we'll try the BTD. See what happens when we do it now. Okay, that was incorrect. BT. No, I need to get back to my drawing. No, that's not right. No. Move. No, that's not right. Transform. Quick transform. Is that right? I don't want to draw. Right. We will. I just had quite a problem with it. I'm having quite a few problems with ZBrush currently, but I think I've found out how to do it. I'm just going to carry on. Definitely not aiming for perfection with this, as I would do a different workflow than what I'm doing, but I'm having to do this under the circumstances currently. The next aim is to mask out an area so we can sculpt in an indentation of detail, like someone has carved in a pattern into this axe head. So to do that, you hold Control, and then we can draw a mask. So first of all, let me just set up my other screen. We need to paint out. We need to paint out a pattern that we like in this side view. So we'll follow the. This is probably where I should use my graphics tablet. I wonder if I can get away with it without using it. I might be able to, but I doubt it. I wonder if I can. This is definitely going to be a stone axe, just to make my life easier. So first of all, I'm going to block it out with what we want to do, and then the rest will come later on. I don't want anything not super sharp. I'm being lazy using doing this method, but it's fine. What we will then do is what you can then do is no, I don't want to invert it yet, but I do want to cut away some of the mask. Yeah, okay, so Control and Alt, and you can start to cut away the mask. So that's what we'll do. Start to sharpen this up wherever you want. Just softly, maybe max this up a bit more to suit the axe. sure you don't cut off too much, like I always do. I'm not that bothered as of yet though. Anything like this. And then we will invert the mask. I think that's what you do. Yeah. Invert the mask by holding Control and clicking on the outside of the mesh. And now we'll go back and paint the interior mask to refine the design a little bit more. This is quite a nice thing to do when you reach this point. It's quite nice. I've done it a long way. I could have imported a better blade head using Maya, but this is just showing another dynamic that you can use if you just want to say, for example, if you're not good with Maya, you can use this cube method to create it. So far, I'm beating myself a bit too much because I know I'm following my plan notes. I've done it wrong from research that I've done, because this should be a much higher resolution, but luckily it's fine. But I was going to say something, I can't remember now. It's good. It's all good for now. It's all good. That's incorrect. And then slowly keep adding to your design however you want. I'm just trying to go with it. I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, that should do. And then we get rid of some by holding both, don't we? Yeah. It's good. It's a good way. And this way you can learn a great deal. It's good to be versatile with softwares, which is obvious. It's common sense. The more softwares you're good with, the better. Also, too many people, I've always said this anyway, that is rubbish. That looks absolute nothing like I wanted it to look like. God's sake. It will work in the end, but not yet. Too many people complain that they can't. Learning software is too hard. I've always said this as well, but software is just a tool. Software. I've done it wrong again. Software is just a tool. That'll do. And then, okay, click outside so you can do an inner mask, and then slowly start to create an inner design as well, however you want to do it. All is good. Increase this. Oh, wrong one. Oh, I've done it wrong again, Jesus. Or just paint all this in. Like so. Turn this down a bit. Yeah, that's probably fine for the moment. And then we'll go to just a bit smaller, and then both, so we can start to cut away. That's too much. slowly cutting away. Yeah, I thought that would happen. Luckily I can fix that. Just be slightly more careful than I want it to be now. Like so. Like this. Oops. ZBrush is a good one to learn anyway. Oh my god, I had it just right then as well. Definitely recommend learning it. This will nearly do it for now. Like so. Oh my god, I should really pause this, shouldn't I, really? For this bit. Never mind. Oh god, that'll do, I'm not wasting any more time. And then the next part, we've got another 15 minutes, so this is good. We'll click outside the box. So we've done a nice little design. Right, so now that we've drawn the mask out, I don't know how to do it again because I've just wrecked it all. You have to go to deformations, go to inflate and push it to the left, and as you can see, it sucks down like there's an engraving, kind of. As soon as I learn how to move the camera. Can't remember how. Like that, okay, that's a good view. Control, Alt, Control right click, yeah. Control right click again to pull out some more, bring it across. And I have a feeling if we bring this up enough, and it's just a matter of working out stuff. Inflate, push it down a bit. Is that going to work? No. Go back to this view, inflate, push it down a bit. Something like that. I want something softer, that'll do. Masking the outside so it brings it out. And then there you go, that's been graved in. Now, Control right click to zoom out some more. What we've got is like a some sort of engraving on one side. Can't be I'm not doing it on the other. There's no point for this thing. What we'll then now do is probably the last part of this video, so we can take my time on it. This is the quite fun part. And this is to add the final touch for this element. What we are going to do is do some procedural weathering, which means on the surface, which is adding surface noise. Hopefully this will make it help it look more battered. Under the surface menu, go to noise. So let me just. This is making me lose the will to live, but I really don't like this work method. I would rather do it in mine, bring it over, and add surface noise. But it is interesting in general though to see how it can be done. Now when we're in surface noise, yeah, go to noise, click it. This bit's pretty nice. What I'm going to do now is play with the curve and the scale settings until I've reached a nice preview of what I want. So I want, where's the main number of this? Where are you? Oh, I can't see. Click, okay, see those massive embedded. Yeah, that's all okay. So yeah, play around with it all until you've reached something you like. 125 is what? Oh, a scale. Okay, yeah, you see what I mean? So I'm going to go to 125 because that's what my plan says. I think that's too much. That's, it's not gonna. Can you let me type it in? No, it's gonna be annoying. That'll do. And this is a good part of ZBrush. A strong feature. You can really do quick sculpting in. That looks highly unrealistic there, but for all the people, you know, I don't think so for the moment, because this is just one really old stone metal. It could be iron, really rusted to hell. I wouldn't put this. I wouldn't mind something like this. Makes sense to me. Ish. Yeah, it would work. It would work out. Something like that. Something like that. The curve should still. You can change the curve to. Change noise depth and so on. We've got 8 minutes left. I'll just play around with these a bit. Something like this. Bring this one across a bit when it lets me. It's not even going to let me at this rate. Oh, it will now. Oh yeah. Actually, I don't need to. Balls. So yeah, there you go. It looks okay. For now, that will do. I mean, that would pass for an old metal kind of thing. I don't know what part video we're on either. So now, you can apply this to your mesh. It's not embedded on my mesh yet. You can fully bake it on, so it's permanently on. But until then, if you want to keep working on it, you just click apply to mesh to bake it in the surface, and then you can turn it on and off. So what we will do is click OK. So there you go. So you can see this should move around pretty slow at this rate. But there you go. It's with a bit more working with it, you should be able to. I don't want to affect it too much. You can change it around, shape it however you want. I could add. What I am thinking of doing is, if we go to noise anyway, wherever the hell it is, what's this? Smooth, no, apply to mesh. If you click apply to mesh, I have a feeling that's what's puts it on permanently. But we should be able to turn it off and on. If we can't, I'll be annoyed. I can't see where to do it. Strength, blend strength. No, oh my god. strength of like, oh, that's too much. Bit less. Colour blend. Something like that. Click OK. Yeah, that's nice. For now. I know there's a lot of other stuff which should be fixed on this, but for now it won't matter. And what we'll do now is probably widen this bit and add a shaft, and then we're done.